I'm a lot more comfortable, especially having a year in the system now. So nothing's really new. Just trying to, take the kinks out of my game and, really just perfect it all out. So I'm having a lot more fun this spring because I know everything now.
What were some of the things you sort of identified on and off the field that you wanted to sort of grow into this offseason?
Just being a consistent guy on and off the field each and every day. Being the same person. I pride myself on that every day now. So that's the biggest thing for me.
Did you feel like you were lacking in anything last year from playing the run versus playing the pass, and have you balanced those out since then?
I can definitely say I was inconsistent. I was a lot more antsy to do things that I wasn't supposed to do, and now, taking a more mature path to it, that I had to point the finger at myself a lot more. So, now it's just, really just perfecting the game, like I said, taking the kinks out. So, yeah, I think there were some times where I, made mistakes that I shouldn't have.
You've obviously played a lot of two different places, but how do you look at kind of the opportunity this year and a chance to maybe lock down the starting job? Is that how are you kind of approaching that this year?
I'm not really thinking about a starting job. I'm just thinking about being the best me I can be every day, just taking it one day at a time. But yeah, I've played a lot of ball both places, and this being my last year, I'm really trying to absorb each and every moment that I can.
You talked about being antsy. Was that just trying to make a play when you were getting your chance on the field?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always a guy that I want to make a play. I want to make the big play for guys and, cause a turnover. And sometimes you just got to do your job. So.
How did you guys react to when you heard your mom get hurt back in January?
I mean, it happens sometimes. Guys want to go off in the off season to train, and things like that happen all the time. But we're still the same group of guys, and he's still with us every single day. So.
As far as being in your second year in the program, is this a pretty tough defense to pick up? I mean, looking back on last year, were there some things that kind of took you some time to settle into doing their way?
I wouldn't say we have a tough defense. I feel like I pride myself on being a smart guy, but there's definitely a lot of little things that we have to get right as a safety in our defense. We play a very vital role. So, taking that leadership role in the back end is something that a lot of guys can't manage, and it's very hard. So, now each and every day, focusing really on the fine details of our defense. So.
With the secondary last year being newer and a little bit younger, now this year nearly every person back, how do you think that's going to benefit you guys?
I think it's really good for us. Everyone has chemistry now. We had a lot of transfers, including myself last season. It's hard to get chemistry with guys in 6-7 months, and we've had a year together. We hang out all the time, friends off the field. So I think it's going to play a very, very vital role for us now that we're all very, very close and have that chemistry with each other.
How would you describe Coach Banks as on the field in the meeting room? What's he sort of like to play for?
He's a fine detail guy. He wants the little things done correctly. The routine plays is what we talk about all the time, is making the routine play. So he's very hands-on with us, and he likes to coach very, very hands-on, which I love. So he plays a big role for all of us.
How's Caleb Beasley kind of settled in at safety so far?
He's doing what he's supposed to do. When that move happened, it was very shocking to me and him, and he talked to me about it, and just, we had sat down on the couch one day and talked about it, and he's grown into it. He's a very, very good player, very versatile. So.
Anything about his skill set that plays well there?
I think he has very good hips. Coming from playing corner, I think he has very, very good hips. So I think that's helping him out a lot.